It's the one guy plays a big drum, the other chick yells.
My name is what? My name is Stacy.
And I'm
That's not my name.
Me.
I don't even think I know that fucking song at all, other than the cocaine scene and horrible, terrible bosses.
It's an alright song. It's a weird song, but
yeah,
it.
I mean, it basically.
I wouldn't kick it out of bed
what
for
I'm
Cheetos.
hearing. I'm just hearing essentially the same type of style and of a song that's like, this shit is bananas.
Yeah.
Like shouty, cheerleading, cheery.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
created in a Capitol Records science lab to
course.
to market and to play with the ears,
And for
the woman's dressed like a lesbian, the man's dressed like a lesbian, and they're hitting a big drum.
Are they on Geffen Records?
I couldn't tell you, but probably.
Because, he's just out there making things so he can make more money to get boy butts.
Yeah, and he married Cher when she was like 16, I think, just to get cucked by people because he would.
Because she's hot? That's disgusting.
I can't wrap my mind around marrying Cher in her prime.
In her prime?
Cher looked good over the age of it. When she hit 18, she turned so beautiful.
Cher was a fucking piece, bro. She was
Cher?
a fucking
Maybe he just
piece.
wanted to fucking share.
Oh. Welcome back to the zaniest fucking show.
That one, I think maybe we need to tighten up the setup on that joke.
No, we're gonna go into
the whole thing up and now is the setup for
we're
that
going to
joke.
go into fucking joke notes.
Yeah, we go. I wish you could see me turn around and go, oh!
No,
I got a bow tie that's spinning around. And we were talking about we're talking about dudes and their double lives, like how you got a friend who's a girl and she shows you some DMs and it's like this dude is
wilding out.
He must have an evil twin. It's dude. What is going on?
Yeah, he just turns into full evil Brian or
Does
whoever
he have a
his name
symbiote brother or something?
With the exact same penis.
Yeah, and then
dude's firing off literally just flippantly firing off dick pics to broads.
I have a theory about those guys. They are either one getting off on
just
disgusting a woman and sending it against her will. Yeah. Or they get off on the humiliation of the combat of the backlash. Yeah. Calling it small. They like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I have seen some dudes with some sweet hangers. But then
that's assuming that is even their dick.
True, because then it could just be how I'm getting hit by I think that the Tinder AI is starting to get a little bit stronger because they see the type of broads that you're liking. And then there's you get a match and it's a girl hey, how are you? What are you into? Well, here's my Snapchat. And then it's her name on her page is Kira. And then the Snapchat she sends you is Jessica XXX sex touch fuck.
Any girl that talks about Snapchat.
Too much?
Period.
Yeah.
I have to assume everybody's fake or trying to get money from me.
And we might have brought this up a while ago. I gotta stand up because now this is my new thing. I like to pay. Hold on, I might have to pause and put on a long cable.
One more thing. If you get their phone number and talk to them about that before Snapchat, then it's okay. But if you jump from Tinder to Snapchat,
if she was 22, like the one girl I was talking to, that's their. If you say she asked me, "Do I have a Snapchat?" and I was like, "Oh no," and that's me just her
you
going.
Should have a Snapchat though.
I know, but I was like. Oh no, I don't really use that. Here's my number, but that's
right.
boomer shit to these bitches. It is.
So I'm weary. I proceed at my own peril if I'm entering Snapchat with.
Hold on, I gotta get longer cable.
I don't like how. Okay.
Boys just fuck girls and funny.
I'm trying to. Boys will put their penis where it's funny, and these boys and the penis and police they beat them. Dude, what about that thing we're talking about? What we're talking about? Fucking big top. What was the routine? Big top. Good cop, bad cop. Remember? Let me see what it was.
Good cop.
It was the old big top.
It was It started out as good cop, bad cop, then good cop, fag cop.
Let me see.
And then fat cop, fag cop. Yeah. And then it got into
we turned to vampires at some point.
Yeah, then we're Brad Pitt from fucking
Big Pop Shit Spot. The old Big Pop Shit Spot routine. You think I don't recognize the old Big Pop Shit Spot routine, officers?
You think I wouldn't see that coming a mile away? You come in here dressed as a sexy vampire.
Yeah, you got a balloon, you go boom, and then the other guy walks in the back corner, starts shitting. Oh, the old Big Pop shit spot.
One of them's like really big, a big guy.
They come in with a
sit on
huge
tippy toes.
fountain soda, a Big Pop, and
dude, I hate people.
The other
that
cop just asks him, "Do you know where a bathroom is?" Keeps asking him that over and over again.
You know what? All right, you've answered where you were on Wednesday, but do you know where a fucking bathroom is? It's like, don't you work here?
Big Pop's sitting across from him. I'll drink this whole thing. I got all day.
I don't even know how we even got there, but I love that.
I do too.
I love that.
How did we get that?
Dude,
We were asking, why do Gen Z kids only have like 7 photos on all their Instagrams? I know.
Yeah.
Like, don't pretend like you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because
that is true.
Because you always do act when I do bring it up to like girls. What
do you mean?
I'm dating. Like why do? Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
It's weird. That's even.
You don't add.
Yeah. It's like.
What are you erasing from this earth that you think isn't out there?
You can trace me back to my fucking
Taliban days.
Yes, yeah. When
me and Phil were talking about your Taliban days.
Look,
Frank used to be a turkey gobbler.
Bro, I'm more like the Saudi Prince variety, where I'm shitting on models on yachts with my tablecloth hat.
Is that what they're up to?
Yeah, I got 25 names.
Damn.
My name is my name, and every male ancestor that came before me.
Okay.
Fucking.
Maybe I need to get on board with this.
Look, my sister married into
the Big Pop
the sort of
family
like the
Middle East,
the Bin Ladens of the construction company, you know. Well, that's what Bin Laden's family was like. They owned big construction. You know, OBL's family was like one of the richest.
I love
families.
how you call him OBL because it like takes me a second. I always think Odell Beckham Jr. from the football, so I'm like trying to wait. Who?
Yeah, so anyway, OBL comes from one of the richest families in Saudi Arabia. He's kind of like Towns Van Zandt in the sense that like he comes from this rich family and he throws it all away just to be a cowboy.
Just to be a fucking
rugged
cowboy, baby.
Like a free rambling man.
And look, I sleep all day.
You know what? Pardon me. I think he's still alive, man. I think he got out. Because if like you did the Bin Laden raid and he got away, wouldn't you say like, "Oh, we got him, but we blew his head off, so we can't show him to you"?
Yeah, and I'd be like, I already set his body on fire, so I can't even bring it back neither. So
I'd give him a hard fucking Jim from The Office look at the camera take if someone.
A hard.
Love doing that to people just looking into the back corner of an empty room and like shrugging.
Dude, you know what would be crazy? So I'm dealing with this thing. I don't know how I'm going to handle it because I don't know much for my future of having my own children, but for my nephew's sake. This little cocksucker is playing video games, and since he watches Twitch streams, he plays video games like a little gay fag. And like we're sitting there, and he's like, "All right, so we're gonna check this out, and we're gonna see what's going on here." I'm like, "Dude, if you don't shut the fuck up while you're walking to a crate and unlock, it's just unloading loot like any other video game. You don't gotta narrate it, Lou. Shut the fuck up, Pud."
Yeah, you know, and the Twitch thing in general, it's like being a kid aside, like it's like
if I can't get the controller handed to me, turn the fucking video game off.
And also, I enjoy interacting with the Chilluminati when we're not like doing our show and stuff. But the whole Twitch thing, where like everybody's interacting with the show while it's happening, and he's constantly stopping to thank everybody for like donations. It's like, bro, it's like like, oh my god, this is like
get on with it, motherfucker.
Yeah, you want to hear him say your name, you know,
dude,
DM me and I'll say your name on the show, but don't DM me while I'm on the show. I'll get you next show,
or fucking Venmo me or send me some nudes,
bro, honestly,
and I'll say your name however much you want on the show.
Look, you know, if an episode is ever coming late, maybe Cash App one of us because I probably don't got enough gas to get here.
Yeah, so if you want to send some money over so Frank can continue the show.
For a small price of $20, my truck can make it to Pooty.
For one small payment of $20 a month, you could save a fat Frank like this boy right here. In the arms
Frank's truck only gets 8 miles to the gallon highway.
He's gay with himself.
Yo, first of all, what's gay mean?
I don't even know what that word is, dude.
Bro, I don't know if I should be mad, bro.
I don't even
because it sounds like a word that's like.
It means like yay, dude. Like gay.
That is gay.
It's fucking gay,
bro.
Dude.
There's nothing gayer than being overcome with giddy.
Fuck, then I'm gay as hell.
You like clap your hands and like kick your feet at the knees.
The worst, dude. I think I've finally found out what my autistic, like what type of autism I have, and it's getting off of work autism. As soon as I'm clocking out, I get in my car and I'm like I'm doing dumbass, like I'm literally stimming on the way out of work.
I've definitely like howled looking at the ceiling while driving when I got out of work, but I'm usually like I channel all that into a cigarette and Bob Seger in my truck.
That's sick,
bro. Like
I channel
Hollywood Nights. Oh, so good. It's so good. Yeah. And I don't have enough room in my truck to really jostle really around that much. Yeah.
You're just going to be like Ethan Suplee in the American History X in that van.
There's only enough room for me to drive it. I can't really do much. Like I can't say like I couldn't. Yeah. My knees are, up. It's I've gotten used to it. And because I love it so much. And it's a small price, comfort, safety features, small price to play for looking sick. But anyway.
I fucking love American History X so fucking much.
Dude, yeah,
that movie rules.
I like, my favorite is the Jew stepdad. That's who I identify with most. Dude, he's a good guy who.
Well, when he steps out of line, he has to say something to young Edward Norton.
But boy, is something about the way he is. It
dude, they make him extra something.
He's the thing is he's despite being he's also sensitive and
it makes him faggy. Doesn't he like call him a faggot?
I think so. What Derek hates about him most is that he's a good guy and not something when somebody can be easily mad at.
Yeah. He's fucking nice or something.
Yeah. He cares about his mother, like genuinely cares about her feelings and her,
See, dude,
and is even willing to sit down at a table with her Nazi
dude, and here's the thing. Derek at the time knew what his mom wanted because she's a woman. What do women want? To be fucking called ugly and treated terribly, as we were talking earlier.
And so she can't get it from her old man anymore. She's got to get it from her son. And how does she do that?
By dating you.
Yeah, by going down to.
So she goes down
to New York Bagel and
she orders herself
she orders herself some lox,
bacon, egg,
whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah,
she's like, "What are lox?" And a bunch of Jewish guys come running up to her.
Let me go ahead and
let me blow my nose. I'll tell you real quick.
Oh man, but no, that's a good movie. What else?
A great movie.
Fucking,
I like the sister. Ethan Suplee calls her, "You fucking Democrat."
Oh yeah, and then he flicks all the black jelly beans out.
Yeah, he's flicking all the black jelly beans on the floor.
Dude, you're hella Ethan Suplee.
Bro, I'm not Ethan Suplee. If anything,
dude, you know what's funny? I've big
tuna from Blow. That is baddest.
Yeah, that is absolute bad. His biggest baddest. You've been like slimming down.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, you're swimming in that Valvoline shirt. That's like that shirt used to be much more form fitting on you.
Thank you. I'm feeling rejuvenated.
Feeling Sprite.
I'm about to re-download Tinder.
I'm about to be rejuvenated.
My boy has given me a compliment.
My boy has complimented
I'm ready to take you out on a date.
My confidence has +5.
My boy has told me that I am not as fat as I once was recently.
Now my dick has now swolled.
Yes. And
I'm plump.
Look,
now.
baby, I got one Cialis left.
And I'm saving it for you.
Yeah. But I need to know. I need to know. Is this thing serious? Like, because I can't go. I
can't waste the Cialis on just a pump and dump.
I can't have my heart broken again. I don't want to use another Cialis, take an Adderall, and jack it off.
Just jacking off a hard
my first love for like all night.
Just beating a hard dick because it won't go away.
Yeah, circumnavigating the chubby goth search results. I'm like Magellan.
Oh, dude.
Fucking
front hand Magellan.
Yeah, dude. First of all, like Southpaw. Front hand.
Are you a Southpaw?
Yes.
Wow.
Southpaw and overhand.
Overhand, like a reverse grip? What the you don't get any carpal tunnel, any shake on your shoulder?
Weirdly, I do for standard, but I've only...
Your shoulder, like, doing this doesn't fucking... this.
No, like, the way I'm... Like, it gets With this, and also I don't have a left ball, so like the angle almost.
There's more to go down.
And it kind of leans that way anyway. So it's kind of ergonomic.
Aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic.
It is very aerodynamic.
This mug is aerodynamic.
Wow.
What an aerodynamic chair.
Wow. Frank's penis is aerodynamic.
You know that I'll give it that.
All right.
Boy, does this thing fit in your hand.
Boy, does this thing fit in your left hand if you reach it like this. Oh, no. You're grabbing it wrong, like this. Thank God I didn't hit record yet. Bam, now we're on.
All right. I was going to say roll the tape back. Let's hear what we're talking about.
We were talking about
we need a tape deck and the digital
who's
recorder.
The Billy Joel, and then who's the boss?
We were not talking about Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, no, we're talking about Andrew Dice Clay. I can't believe I'm mixing up Andrew Dice Clay as the boss either of them.
All New Jersey guys.
Ugh. Andrew Dice Clay is a fucking liar, first off.
Yeah,
before we have to stop the podcast, we know who he is.
Yeah, modern day Christopher Columbus.
Modern day Columbus, huh? Mm-hmm. A real head buster.
True Guinea.
True Guinea. But he's not a true Guinea.
40 years after an Irishman couldn't get a fucking job, we had the president. God rest his hole.
God rest his hole.
Buy yourself some makeup.
Dude,
we should do like a modern one where like there's like a boy and Frank like Gosling or whatever, he throws the boy some money. Buy yourself some makeup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're trans now.
40 years after we couldn't get a fucking tit job,
now
we got vaginas.
God thank our hole.
The gays and the lesbians. Real head busters. True faggots. True homos.
See, that's the thing that the trans didn't know. Damn, that's good.
Yeah, dude. Woke, like, that would be so sick. Just super woke.
Dude, like our last episode, we mentioned gay, like a gay gatekeeper, a woke right-wing gay dude who's a gatekeeper for the gay pride. Keeping gay gay. Dude, not any old straight white girl can just claim to be bi now. They have to prove it.
Those gays, have left. You need to get in cahoots with those gays. But those gays have gone underground. Like the right-wing gays.
Oh yeah.
Like they've left the movement because
Yeah, dude, because they saw what was happening, dude. They saw that it was just a bunch of soft kids taking over what they fought so hard to get.
In a way, like it's weird because I guess I would think it's gotta be frustrating for a gay guy to go to a gay bar. It's like you can't even count on everyone to be gay anymore.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just like in South Park when the Metro episode, and Garrison's like, "We want to come home and fuck slaves, Mr. Slave's hole." Why did anyone want to pound butt?
Kids aren't cruising these days.
That finger polish and that eyeliner says you pound butt.
Kids just don't want to cruise for strange dick these days.
Well, I'm not gay.
Always
Mr.
in a cell phone.
Yeah. I'm not gay, Mr. Garrison.
Always in a cell phone coming up with new flags.
I'm not gay. I'm heteronormative leaning bi
the metros?
acting. Yeah. Bi appealing or bi appearing.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm a gay, but the
that's gonna be a lot. I don't care. Fuck it.
The sort of what ace in the hole or the whole point, they go asexual on it, and then they don't have to if you.
Who went asexual on them?
No, I'm saying if someone is saying like faking their gay, like a closeted straight acting gay,
yeah,
they can. The asexual is the perfect cover. It's like
I was just trying to figure myself
because
out.
if you say you're gay and you don't want to fuck it, that's like, whoa, bro,
high treason, high treason.
It's like in Inglourious Bastards when he gives the wrong fucking three.
Yeah, dude, it's like all the gay dudes are around. It's like you don't
pump up the jams, come record scratch, stop. Yeah,
pump
everybody looks at
you. Record scratch.
Pump up the jam.
Like, hold on, what that faggot just say?
Yeah, I'm too sexy for my.
To say,
yeah, like
it's like the whole party stops, the lights come on in the nightclub, everyone's like sweaty and got glitter on them. They're like, hold up, what'd you just fucking say? You don't want to pound butt?
I'm afraid you've given yourself up. If you were really gay.
If you're really gay, you'll kiss everyone on the penis here right now.
You would have peed on me.
You would have peed on me, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm covered in piss. This isn't sweat.
You can see my yellow hanky tied around my neck.
Obviously, you know that I'm into piss play.
Have you seen Al Pacino cruising?
We've talked about it enough to where I feel
watched it, and it's crazy that they
So
made.
what? He's a cop essentially, and he's looking for hardcore gay sex because they're being targeted.
There's a serial killer amongst them,
Cruising in the bushes.
Yeah, and the problem is that, you know, it's like lifting up one of those big stones and there's a bunch of roly-polies under there. It's like there's a lot of guys cruising.
A lot of cruisers come rolling out.
You
roll up in their balls.
You flip over a little stepping stone and you got guys.
Bunch of types of cruising.
Holy polies.
Roly-polies, worms, centipedes.
Hey, I like I like roly-polies.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
My friends are roly-polies.
Listen, I got a cousin who's a roly-poly. He's a good guy, believe it or not. Dude,
Yeah.
Having to defend that he's a good guy, and to believe it or not.
Yeah, he's got 2 jobs.
He works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
He's on his knees all day. Yeah. He loves that joke.
He goes home. He stays rolled up in the privacy of his own stone.
He stays cruising.
I don't want him coming flipping my rock and rolling up in my dirt.
Damn, you want me to find you a longer XLR cable in the event you want to walk over here for a shot? That one might be long enough.
Make it. I'll talk louder and I'll leave it pointing at me.
Yeah, this is exactly what I do. Just kind of leave it aiming towards you.
I got it. I'll run over your mic real quick and we'll both talk into it.
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll hold it while I stand behind you so my mic can pick us both
You
up.
put your hand on my shoulder so you can
so I can get
leverage.
over you because you're a little bit taller than me.
Just like the picture.
Just like the
we look
picture
just
shows.
like that picture.
You're fucking the picture, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh man. So we were talking about like 20 minutes ago,
Bro,
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Must have been good though because we started podcasting again.
I know. Fuck.
We need a stenographer.
We need a
A
stenographer.
little bookish lady with a typewriter.
Yeah.
And Pooty's like, you're gay. I'll be like, strike that from the record.
Strike that from the record. That's leading. Nope. Leading.
Let the record show that.
How far can you get? Can you get over there if I leave
Yeah.
like that? Because now we're a nomadic pod. We walk around now.
Let the record show that I noticed the stenographer's new haircut today.
Pooty has yet to acknowledge it. You just throw me under the bus to the stenographer.
Yeah, we're both trying to get with the stenographer.
We're trying to bang her.
Let the record show that I've a new personal best for push-ups today.
Let the stenographer know that I'm not even saying the record anymore.
Yeah,
let the stenographer know that I am free on Wednesday nights.
So let the record show that, you know, I'd like to
see her hole.
Let the record show that Pooty's a sex offender.
Objection. Misleading.
There's no judge. Whenever one objects,
Wait, does sustained mean...
Sustained means your objection failed.
And then what's the other one?
Oh, wait, no. Overruled.
Overruled is it failed.
Overruled is failed.
Sustained means it's key sustained.
Sustained.
The key, like you hit a key, a piano, it stays, and you got to hit a pedal and it stays.
The court's so gay,
dude. So fucking idiotic, bro.
Dude, I hate that you're not even allowed to have a little contempt. You can't even punch you can't turn around and punch your hand real hard,
or you turn around and just start punching yourself.
I can't wear fucking shorts. I can't wear my papa. You
can't show knees in there,
bro. I don't give a fuck. I do. I'm already going to jail.
Go in there and be like, dude, do you have any idea how hard it is to find pants my size, Your Honor?
I come in there in a Snuggie, all pilled up. I'm ready to go.
All pilled up,
yeah,
dude. You show up and you call her like you're hard on it or something dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, I wear like I wear a shirt that has the prosecutor and the judge's home addresses on it.
Yeah. It's written in like Sharpie or like something.
And I'd like to present some evidence that it's me following them all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little hot. Let me take my coat off.
You guys know where I live. I'm just...
I mean, you guys got my papers. Why don't I have yours? That's all I'm saying.
Let the record show that I have a tiny hidden camera in my pocket.
Let the record show that I've been to both your houses.
Let the record show that you're both on Facebook Live, homos.
Let the record show that I've kissed both your sons.
Let the record show that my chat is roasting the judge.
Let the record show that the Illuminati thinks you're a fag.
Let the record show that they got nothing to say back. I rest my case.
I fucking rest.
My dad was telling me about a guy who he was like after in court and he didn't understand. I guess he'd never been in court. I heard the thing like he kept calling the judge my honor. And the judge was like, "It's your honor." He's like, "Yes, my honor." Yeah, man. They got so. It's a real who's on first. But how have you never even seen like
a real who's on first? Dude, that's awesome.
It is like because
I mean,
if you think about it, if you're never been in a court or even heard of a court or that most famous thing about it, that would be quite confusing.
Yeah,
you would not want to presume that the judge is honored. You're honored to be talking to me
your
right
honor.
now, the recipient of 5 different moving violations.
So you're saying my honor?
Yeah, and they would go, your honor. Yeah, he said, yeah, my honor.
My honor. No, I got it, dude. You're telling me that it's not a your like apostrophe re. I'm not spelling it wrong, am I?
Like imagine walking up to Judge, and it's like going charmed, I'm sure, and off on your
charmed, I'm sure.
Dude, that's my favorite. My favorite thing when someone introduces themselves to me the first time.
To give you a limp back of the hand.
Back of the charmed, I'm sure.
Either to kiss or to bow to. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with that.
They're supposed to grab it, bow, and kiss it,
and then shake it whimsically.
You shake it as you pull it away. Like, it's
shake it, waving them off.
Yeah, it depends on how
and that would be anything else. Yeah, then there's an episode of Sopranos. Oh, I fucking love Sopranos. God damn it, this fucking. So it's that episode where I forget his name, but the one Capo dies of a heart attack in season 3, and he's got to make Ralph Cifaretto captain. And there's a whole thing. There's a rift between Ralph whether or not Tony's going to take a drink with him or not.
Yeah, because it's bury the hatchet sort of thing.
And there was almost like a loose a peasant wave
Ralph
off.
Kind of had the leverage, even though he's a dickhead. It was between killing him or.
Well, yeah, I mean. He was out of line. He disrespected
definitely out
the
of
bin.
line, but
you can't.
You got to know when to
touch a made man.
And you got to know when to just fucking I guess find a different hill to die on.
Yeah, buddy. So
Tony, I think, did regret kind of killing him right after. It's like, oh fuck, it's extra work.
And then he has to call junked up Chris.
To that old lady in that comment section, I was glad when Tony killed that maggot shit Ralphie.
Maggot shit Ralph. That's so funny, dude.
I hated Ralphie so much, but then, man, he's like, this is the best character on the show, man.
Oh, dude, he's number 1.
Fucking, I'm wearing pantaloons in his honor.
I only am pink guy.
Fucking,
I have to pause this.
That's fine. I want notes. Joey Pant collection.
Whose art collection?
Tony Podesta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
what do you have? Cool pictures of nice, typical things?
He's the guy with the bronze statue of the Dahmer victim with the headless, that's all folded over, hanging up. He's got a bunch of art.
Real quick, before we go too deep into the nasties, we're just diving straight out of that pause break. Who we're talking about? The Podestas?
Yeah, we're talking about the Podestas. A little bit.
And who are the Podestas?
Yeah, the Podestas. Okay, so
just to get if the audience doesn't know,
absolutely,
you don't want to.
Of course. I don't want to assume anything. So the Podestas they're basically some. So let's start with Tony Podesta. He was Hillary Clinton's campaign manager in her 2016 campaign.
Yep.
And he's that kind of guy. He's just like a strategist, campaign manager, connected DC guy. His brother is another one of those guys, and his brother's also known for his art collection and pizza parties. So all of his art is
pizza parties. Explain.
Can't explain any more than that.
Can't explain any more than that.
Here's the thing is I've never been to one.
What about the art?
Okay, so the art.
But we do know about the art.
I'll say one thing. Do you think the art you hang up in your house reflects on who you are in any way?
You can take a look around my house and get a pretty good grip of what kind of guy I am. I like to pose as a skater with my decks. I put up art to look like I'm sophisticated, and really I just got horror movies back there.
Yeah,
and way too many Predator masks. But overwhelming amount.
Sure. So I would say it's you get a little darker side, a little edgy, but nothing that is truly objectionable. Whereas all of Tony Podesta's art
and what qualifies as objectionable, Frank?
I mean, I'll tell you what. I don't know where the line is, but I know I object to Tony Podesta's art.
Damn right. I don't know what the line is, but I know it when I see it.
Yeah, I know when it's. I know when it's
bound and facing the ground.
Yeah, it's certainly been crossed in this case. Well, you're allowed to have any art you want, but when all of your art is art of this super kind of bleak.
If I Google Tony Podesta's art, will I get it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It's some Slavic artist who paints all these bleak images of children all chained up, looking sad with these crazy eyes. And it's kind of a one-trick pony.
Dude, but then he's also, the Dahmer victim is insane.
Yeah, but then he's also hanging from a ceiling. He's the Dahmer victim that was headless and folded on that mattress all in an arch. He's got a brass statue of that hanging from a ceiling, too.
I mean, if he was a cooler or anyone different, I'd be like, that's a neat piece of art. I personally would like that.
If he had more serial killer shit and less
if it made sense for it to be there and not stuff that showed that he was probably diddling kids.
Edgy art, but you got to see this pieces of art everywhere you go. So you get some I don't know. But here's what I'm gonna say here now. Next. Okay, moving on.
No, you said you were gonna say
where
something.
Was I? Oh yeah. So the Podestas. these art pieces. Give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
Well, the ones that I don't like are like the sad looking, like the paintings of the kids that look like they're slaves.
Apart from the Dahmer one, that's basically all of them. Like this guy he paints basically one sort of.
This one is unacceptable at the highest regard, dude.
Yeah, it's really
the one where it's just a boy like chained up to the fucking like tiled floor.
Yeah, that's it. They
Gone.
And I don't know about the artist. This is a guy who lived through the Balkan Wars. That makes you think it's pretty fucked up shit. But the guy who's buying it didn't go through the Balkan Wars.
Yeah, dude. He's buying the art not for why it was created, but for what it makes him feel.
I mean, he obviously like he really it touches him in some way. But the next thing is about his brother Tony Podesta, Hillary Clinton guy. So when all those emails leaked, most of it innocuous shit, but there's a couple weird things. Like I don't care about whatever the walnut shit is. That seems like
there's a walnut shit.
There's some like order for it was a campaign rally with ordering a bunch of hot dogs and something called walnut sauce. Like I'm not going to speak to that. Who knows?
Yeah, something you don't know much.
But
about.
there is one thing about that one email where some intern or staffer emailed Podesta and said, "Hey, I found a map and it looks pizza related. Like, what should I do with it?" No reply ever back to that. No explanation for what that meant. Mm-hmm. What are you drawing a pizza?
A map for?
I'm just saying, like, who the fuck knows? But like, that's the one that's weird to me. Is like, can you think of any situation where there'd be a pizza related?
The one that's weird.
A pizza related map that would warrant him being contacted because it was found.
Yeah, I mean that's odd. It definitely is highly suspicious. But what about the email from fucking Hillary about Morlock?
With that, like. With the devil,
they better be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Goddamn.
No, what is it like? They go to these Abramovich parties where it's like emo night or goth night almost, except for them. So they go to this Abramovich night. They all do like a mock sacrifice to Moloch. I honestly think a lot of that or the Satan worship. It might be either just ironic or like sort of. Who knows, esoteric shit. I don't like. I'm not gonna say they literally believe in Moloch and shit, but the Abramovich parties. There's a cake that looks like a lifelike human body, a dead human body, but it's a cake. This is the kind of shit they do there, and like you cut it over and blood comes out. The cake. It was amazing work of art, like that they were able to get it to look that good. But this is the type of shit she does. She's Abramovich's an edgelord who does all Satan shit and that crazy shit. The weird thing about her is that like Hillary Clinton comes to her parties and she's big in DC and.
Is she the broad that told Hillary to slip this hot sauce in your purse and you might get a couple of the...
Abramovich has never even been in the same room as a black person, I guarantee you, so she wouldn't know that. These are the type of kids who are like,
Well, no, that's absolutely true. Buddha said black people don't do nothing with that Satan stuff.
Fuck no, dude.
They're not about it.
Abramovich's the type of person that they wouldn't, much like us, they wouldn't really have much... to connect to these parties, but anyway, where were we now? With
I'm trying to deep thought on we're like crushing a sick riff.
So right. So we were talking more about like kind of like just European history and stuff. Like as far as like the Pizzagate stuff goes, I'm only willing to like talk about certain things that seem like they're worth looking at because it's a really convoluted, muttered. It's almost like the JFK conspiracy, where it's almost not even worth speculating on. But except for a few like weird things that sure are that. But I don't like to go in tirades of stuff that is like really
it doesn't carry the weight and worth of your efforts and there's explanation.
It's like there's sort of a lead somewhere, but they all come to dead ends, and it's hard. I would recommend watching the Imperium meta documentaries. I believe I linked the website that has them on our links. Now these there's 3 parts to it, and what it is it's taken documentaries about human trafficking from all over the world.
Oh yeah, that one's
compiled them
man.
into like 3 hour each meta documentaries. A meta documentary is basically just using other documentary footage to create a new documentary. It's not legal, but it's basically compiling all this shit. It's got the Belgium case, like all the Jimmy Savile and the British case. It's got that.
Gotcha.
It has the clips from that Dr. Phil episode with that one girl the one that you cannot find anywhere else.
Yeah,
who was like sold as a baby. It's trippy. Now Imperium. Now there's going to be a lot of shit called Imperium when it pops up. So if you want to see that, just go to the links on our Instagram page. It's also got a write-up. You don't have to watch the whole documentary to write-ups on everything.
I don't think I fucking have any show notes today, but
You wanted to talk a little about Rome, though, right?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Rome shit.
I wanted to, if you wanted to,
So I can say
because you know what, it's mad funny. You posted about doing the Frank's War, and I don't know if we ever did that, but you know what I'd like? I would like Frank's history lessons.
Sure.
Because I mean,
Frank's War, like it. The day after I recorded it, I realized I made just a clerical error that I won't put it out because it's not the biggest thing, but I confused two names of people, and
gotcha.
Everything I said about them was like
correct,
still
but you're
correct, but
mixing up the names.
Yeah, and it tainted what my tone on the thing.
And if it were more of our lighthearted post, maybe, but the war is an oral presentation.
Yeah, especially. Yeah, there's a guy, Paul Bonacci. I thought he was someone else, but who he is he's still important, but there's
Paul
so much.
Bonacci, there's boy that got like horribly violated by Larry King.
Yeah, of course, but but there's another aspect to his story that like you had to mention that like he's one of the basically one of the team who helped kidnap Johnny Cash. Yeah, the first boy to ever appear on a milk carton. Look up the documentary "Who Took Johnny." It relates into the Franklin scandal. You do a little homework there.
Yeah.
One day I'll get back to the Frank's War thing, but it's also like. It's as much as like I joke about the obsession thing. I don't like doing these deep dives on it so much
because it's an emotional thing.
It's gross, and I don't,
and you don't like it.
Yeah, and it
makes you feel yucky.
That's the thing, like the Epstein things. It's like my mom was like, "Did you find any juicy details?" I'm like I don't know. It's like I don't want to sound like a stick in the mud, but it's like
is your mom? You're saying you'd have to look at. You're talking to your mom right now.
But no, my mom was asking me if I knew details, and it's like she was surprised how slow I was reading. It's like it is salacious shit, but you got to remember it's like real people, and it's very gross. And
it's not lighthearted. It gives me a tummy ache.
Yeah,
every time I'm reading.
I'm not giddy to find out that
I'm not
Alan
happy to find
Dershowitz
these things.
I'm not even going to give him the dignity.
No, to make light of that. No,
it's he. Yeah,
Alan Dershowitz lied about what he did.
He is who he thought he was. It's so funny when he got called out. He's like, "Well, all these feminists who are calling me out, did they denounce Hamas?"
Did they denounce Hamas?
Bro, you know what I think it was? A lot of people pointed out that he made this outrageous thing to just kind of distract away from what the real deal was. Can you believe he brought up Hamas and the whole thing, and people start to forget what the whole origin of it was about?
He's an absolute excellent lawyer. He's not a good dude. He makes not good dudes make for excellent defense attorneys.
If I could afford to hire him in any case, I would, because
you would have had Chesterfield in the parking lot,
bro. Yeah, my God, like no one can quite wear people down like Alan Dershowitz.
Because at some point, even the jury and the judges are like, "Fuck this guy! I don't want to do this. I don't want to listen to this idiot anymore. Can we quit getting whined at by this guy?"
There's a movie from the '90s called Reversal of Fortune, and it's based off a Dershowitz book about how he defended the Klaus von Bülow, the Danish vampire guy who killed his wife. And Dershowitz is the hero of the story, and it's such a wild and weird movie from the '90s where
that's fucking crazy.
Dershowitz he's a crusader of
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Well,
I'm glad you said the word crusader. Go ahead and start with a little bit of Rome history for us. Give me the day and year it started. Who did it? Where was it?
The thing about Rome is there's been several iterations of Rome. It depends on when you're going to talk about the Republic.
Did two little gay boys suck on a wolf's titty?
The Republic, the Empire, there's all this stuff. I don't know the dates any of them started, but I can give you specific stories.
Who are the two boys, Romulus and Remus? Didn't they suck on a wolf's tit? Isn't that who it is?
Is that part of the origin story, I think? Yeah.
It's like the mythical. I don't know. Give me the actual stuff. All I know is about the hot dudes in tunics throwing lightning bolts at my penis and then coming down and honking my wife's boobs as a goose.
That's like the Greeks, and the Romans sort of jack their swagger a little bit.
Did the Romans jack the honking my wife's boobs when they're a goose? Do they have bestiality lore in their stuff?
Okay. A little bit, but the Roman gods and stuff, they're not the thing about the Greek and Roman gods is they're not to be revered like Christian God is. They're more just obstacles in your everyday life.
Yeah, they're people with their own flaws.
So what I know kind of about Rome, I can't give you the super big picture stuff, but I can give you info on specific guys who would I know about a handful of the emperors. Yeah, and some stories about that. Some of the people they fought, like some of that. Okay, so I'll start with. I'll tell you. Let's start with Nero. Nero's a later guy, and probably considered like generally the worst emperor ever.
Okay.
So this guy, he was jockeyed into the line of succession by his sort of politically savvy mother who worked her way in there. And this kid was growing up. He never wanted to be emperor. He was a fucking brat who whored around. He was fat, and he got to be emperor basically. And his mom was pissed about how much she couldn't control him, so he has his mom murdered.
Damn.
Yeah, and because she was just pissing him off, and he starts spending all his time hanging out and kissing actors and stuff, and doing plays and stuff.
Oh, he's doing plays and kissing on boys.
Which is generally seen as the lowest occupation or profession in Roman society.
Really?
Is acting, yeah.
Dan,
and
that's like, what's the lowest in our society that I can get a quick?
Oh boy, for someone to be an actor back then, it'd be like you're maybe. Let me think.
Giving tuggies and asking for money.
Yeah, or like a sort of hippie vagabond type guy, or maybe someone who's like
a hippie vagabond open micer.
Yeah. It's like being an open micer.
Oh God damn, it sucks.
it's not far off, but it's there's less to say.
Right, but okay, but it doesn't have a good social view.
So this little fat boy, he didn't give a fuck about running Rome. He one day it caught fire, and he just
Rome
pretty much
caught fire.
Yeah, it was one of the great fires of Rome. They don't know exactly how it started. It might have been a firestorm and they didn't really have. They had asbestos back then, in fact, but they hadn't lined it with buildings. Damn, they were using asbestos as clothes.
And to think, with climate change, we don't even see firestorms anymore. See what's happening out there? See what's going on in this world?
I mean, look, I don't know what happens outside of Missouri, and I know we do not get firestorms. So
all I know is Missouri.
If you guys are getting firestorms out there, get out. Yeah, dude. Honestly, California. Yeah, you want to talk shit at all, and you guys get just moonscaped by a fire.
Moonscaped by a rogue cigarette butt. You idiots.
Yeah, it's insane that you can't throw a cigarette butt there without
one of your little greasy hippies throws a fucking wet roach out and catches a fucking dry leaf up, and there goes half a state.
Well, if hay gets moist, the bacteria infection happens where it just keeps getting hotter and hotter until it combusts.
What?
Yeah,
it just becomes a
that's why you gotta hay dry. It combusts. I was like, the hay bales are thick and they're wound.
No, I've actually seen that at work. Yeah. They do little pops in hay.
It's a bacterial infection that causes exponential growth in temperature until they burst into flames.
So then that could happen and then just burn Rome to the ground.
And if you feed that to your horses even before it bursts into flames, they're gonna get sick.
And then that horse is just a big fucking gas bomb. Right, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the horse. It's
not good, folks.
I'm talking the whole metro area.
Damn, dude.
You got to send that horse down the road. Ugh. What you got to do is bury the horse alive.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere where you got a score to settle. Anywho, back to Rome.
Just leave it to blow.
So there's another part of Nero. Nero actually, he met a girl, and he wifed her, and he was in love with her and stuff. And then one day, though, she died.
Talk about leaving horse landmines, get it all gassed up on hay, and fucking burying it.
That would be crazy to do. Who would do such a thing?
I'm just laughing. You fucking see just four hooves sticking up in the ground of the fucking earth. Shoots up like a goddamn.
There's a big gash in the gut. They open it up. There's 18 sticks of dynamite in there. I know there's some kind of Joker weapon where it goes. You open it up, it's Lemon Party, like the Lemon Party picture.
Yeah, just a bunch of old
or some kind of troll, a screenshot printed out of the Rick Roll video.
Dude, my brother's been sending me Instagrams of gay polar bears. I guess it would be
gay polar bears.
Well, old men who were bears, so their hair's turned white. It's a polar bear.
Ew, they got to ruin everything.
Pretty much, dude. It's kind of fucking it's kind of ridiculous. But what the videos usually are, it's a low angle, and they're pleasantly plump bears. They're thick daddies, and they have juicy fat nipples. Ben's algorithm has become fucked up, sending me these fat daddy nipples.
While I do kind of take back earlier when I said I resent not having a category like bear for straight people. I'm kind of
You were such an
interesting. I'm really conflicted because one, I'm jealous of the attention, the objectification and the attention.
Yeah, the fact that like you're getting labeled, people are looking at you as if you're Bigfoot. They're trying to find you.
I want to be seen for more than just my personality, this fucking glowing personality.
Yeah, you want to be seen for your rockin' tits and your juicy.
I'm more than just empathy and racist jokes.
Referring to it as a juicy dick is really fucking me up. I don't know why.
I mean, look. I ain't gonna stop you.
Juicy Andre.
I'll take take his word for it or don't.
Oh fuck.
That's what I say. I'm not gonna stop anybody from talking it up. I'd like
his supple devastator.
I did not give him candy as a bribe to do this before the episode started.
What is the fucking meme where it's like when she sees I pull up the scream maker, the noise maker, and it's just a fucking doorbell.
Yeah, dude, it's
that picture of my baby balls in the fucking. Did you see I put the ball when I sent you the picture of my balls hanging out of my pants? You shrank them real bad,
bro. It's great. I got this body image resizer app where it's like where women can kind of like make us a little more curvy or bring in fat, but I've used it to like
juice up the hunger.
He sent me a picture of his balls, and I made a circle to perfectly encapsulate the balls hanging out of his jeans, and I just shrank them in size down to where it's like a little peanut hanging out. You got to zoom in to tell.
Like the fucking painting,
and it looks so naturalistic too.
Dude, it looks crazy.
My favorite thing to do.
There's no warping around the jeans. My dick looks crazy.
But my absolute favorite thing to do is take normal pictures, and I just exaggerate certain features, but barely, to the point where I'm like.
That one where
it's like something's wrong with you.
I almost posted that picture, the one of me that you like just kind of shrank my head a little bit,
and then kind of fucked with the eye. I made the forehead thing fucked with the eye, and you're like, "Damn, is that me, Pooty?" I thought that was me, dude. Like you look like. I don't know. You made me look. Can I refresh you on what that looked like?
Dude, you made me look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Dude, what about that picture of us at Philip's birthday where I just shrunk your head like a fourth of the way? And
dude, that's actually kind of offensive. You made me look like one of those fucking pinheads,
bro. Because you're next to me, and I look. You're like your body's still big, but your
head, shoulders. I'm fucking idiot.
You got a little bean head.
Let me see that again.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's good.
And there's the one of where your back's turned to me and you're at the laptop and your shoulders are all bulbous.
Huge. I look like a big mongoloid. I got really upset at some of those.
Dude, that's the intent, see? Because if I were to make it look just outrageous, then it wouldn't mean anything. But if it's just... Oh, I'm not even talking to Mike.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, here we go.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing matters. The first one I ever did, but it wasn't exactly believable. That was fun.
I look Humpty Dumpty.
I always make the hands small and the forearms smaller.
And widen the hips.
Feet much smaller, widen the hips.
Make my hips as feminine as possible.
Okay, I think I know. I
load my thighs up.
Body image. Here it is.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
Well, there's your balls.
Dude, yes. The full one's nuts.
I bet you if I posted that to Instagram that it wouldn't even get caught.
Well, no. They just look like maybe I got something caught on.
Okay, there is. I turned Chris Chinese in one of them. Here's your back. This one you're looking is fucking.
I don't like that one, dude. I don't look swole.
Let's see. Where's the new ones? Damn.
Because the new ones are like so subtle, you really have to hunt for my deformity.
Yeah. I mean, no, you at a glance something's off, but like it's not enough to quite say.
Yeah, and you don't want to spend too much time.
That one fooled Philip for sure. Let's see. It's the one where you're playing my guitar and your front porch. I'm almost there.
No, you're good, man.
Go ahead.
I have fucking. Is that window still open, or is it just the one that Grace is in? Starting to get cold again in here.
If you close it, I'm gonna start sweating.
Dude, it's getting cold in here, and I want to put pants on because I'll start getting uncomfortable.
Hello.
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 Here it is.
Dude.
Holy fuck!
I don't like this.
I got. Now that we're talking about. Now that we're talking about, I gotta post them. Bro, it's like a. I don't even know.
It's another one I can't look at. Dude.
Bro, I curled your lip all up, and it pinches in your face to one side. Okay, let me see.
It's crazy. That's nuts, dude.
Okay, I know I got another one in here too. You've done this.
Hello? I was calling to see if you got any more of those Percocets from last
I saw a
week.
picture of your head. You don't look good.
Hey, did you hear me though? I'm calling to see if you got any more Percocets.
I think
from
you
last
got
week.
the wrong number.
Come on, dude. No, yeah, this is the not. You remember me, dude.
Listen here, asshole. You called me.
It's like Philly dudes getting mad.
And
like,
none of them will hang up on the other?
you won't hang up on one another. And it's like one of them is 100% was selling Percocets, but he's down to his last few and he won't give them up.
Yo, let me get those Johns.
Hey, yeah, well, you said you were going to hold those Johns for me, dude.
Look, I got them, but I never told them I was going to hold them for you. I don't know.
I told you I got them, dude.
I need
but
those.
I didn't say
those.
they were yours.
I need those Johns for my work.
No, ain't yours, dude.
I got to work tomorrow.
I want to need
doing
them,
community service.
I got work tomorrow in jail. I gotta go in for the weekend.
Yeah. I got work. I gotta make highway signs.
I'm doing 90 days and weekends in jail.
Me and the boys are running a skunk works where we're making swords out of highway signs and hiding them for the upcoming race war in the prison.
Dude, you think if you got sentenced to 90 days, 90 weekends in jail?
90 weekends is 2 years.
I know that's tough. But you just go in, you just do a bunch of drugs and sleep every weekend all the way through until you leave.
The only problem is that costs a decent amount of money. So if you got parents,
dude, no, I am tripping. Drugs in prison are probably crazy. Or jail,
if you can afford it, then absolutely I suggest
pig out, dude. It's a pig play world, dude.
Here's the thing, though: is you gotta keep, you can't buy in bulk. That's the one place you can't buy in bulk.
Well, no, because then you'll get fucking raped for them.
Don't buy on credit. Yeah, exactly. It's like you could just take them from me. Yeah, nah.
You know what I have? I've been getting clips of the 60 days inside or whatever, where it's those dudes going into those jail pods, and almost every episode there's the alpha bull running the pod, and he finds a new dude that he sizes up, and before he fights him, what he does is he gives him like a few Hostess cakes, and he's like, now you owe me like $60, fucker.
You know what I just saw another, yeah, exactly. That's the oldest trick in the book. Another one I saw, the guy had his stuff set up on the empty bunk where the new guy was coming in, and the guy took his stuff and put it back down in his bed and laid it shit down. The guy comes in and is like, you touch my stuff? Whoa. Because it's my bed. He's like, it doesn't matter. You touch my stuff. Don't touch people's stuff.
Whoa.
He set him up like. So if you ever go to jail, prison, and
wait for your bunkie to come in and move his shit.
Do not, under any circumstances, touch his stuff, even if you are, logically in the right. Jail is full of
loose cannons.
Yeah, it's like kind of like Candyland. You could really wind up back at the beginning.
Dude, you hit a fucking one of those licorice lanes or whatever, and slide right back into Fudge Pound Mountain.
You get
your ass fucking wrecked because
you got your fudge pushed in.
You got your fudge pushed in because he gave you a zinger you couldn't pay $75 for in time.
The Candyland, it's like all different narcotics in Candyland. Like, you know what? There's this board game. It's like a cult collector's item. I want to get it. It's expensive though. It's called Public Assistance. Oh yeah, and it's like
you're helping drug use.
No, it's like right wing monopoly in reverse.
Whoa.
So basically, it's stuff like what the goal of the game is to
destroy your wealth with public assistance.
To not get a job and stay on public assistance as long as you can. Oh. Don't get thrown in jail. There's stuff like, it's kind of like you get stuff like
you're trying to dodge your responsibilities.
Yeah, and stay on welfare. So like
awesome.
like those things like awesome. But like doing things that the welfare guys do. Like it says spend all day playing pinball. And then there's another one.
All your EBT on
welfare
pinball.
Check comes in. You get drunk. You get in a fight. Knocked out. You get back in jail. They identify you. Now, and they're going to let you out. Now you have to get back on public assistance.
Now you got to get back on public assistance.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it's very easy to get back on public assistance, but the stuff you do winds up getting
you right off of it.
Yeah, right off of it and like into jail or a job at worse.
There's one we don't want a job.
There's one make $20 pitching pennies.
Yeah,
Yeah, spend all day on the couch reading porno mags, minus $20.
Sticking up porn mag pages.
Yeah, so you want to generally just hopefully you get the cards that just make you laze about. But when the ones that end up getting you on drugs and alcohol, the ones that get you thrown back in prison,
those are the hard ones.
You can proper identify. So when you get out of jail, you get a new identity and get back on public assistance. And I don't know what point the game's trying to make, but
no, I couldn't. I don't know.
it's literally probably like it's My Life, the board game.
My life.
My attitude,
600-pound drug life.
my defrauding the government.
My style, my frauds, my attitude.
There's also that game company only made one other game, and it's called
Hungry
Capital
Hippo.
Punishment.
Oh,
so what the basically this game now is almost like what's the one where you got the different colored pawns and you got those squares? It's Sorry,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Sorry, except the point of the game is you have lawyers, and your lawyers are supposed to get your convicted murderers off of death row. Now, you also have a crew of liberals, and you use your liberals to try and get your opponents, criminals out of jail.
Okay,
and you use your so you're trying to get all of your opponents' criminals freed.
Into jail?
No, you get your opponent's criminals freed.
Okay,
with liberals, and if you run out of convicts, you're out of the game.
Oh,
so your lawyers protect your convicts, but your liberals attack the other players' convicts.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you have like 5 convicts, and your lawyers protect them. Your liberals attack. Lawyers defense, liberals attack. You get look up these games. It's
I get you.
Yeah, and it's
you know what's crazy about board games, and we'll get back to Rome here in a little bit, guys. Don't worry, I forgot.
This all is it all
ties into. Don't worry, you'll be surprised where we go with it. I promise. It's all playing.
Those games cost like $300 on eBay.
Dude, it's crazy how much like certain board game. Like, have you met like a gamer, bro, who is fucking? He went past Super Saiyan 3, which is a PC gamer, and he goes into tabletop gaming. Like he goes super ego tabletop gaming. His hair turns white.
I haven't really ran into them. I'm in a couple of board game Facebooks, but
only because it's Scrabble.
Exactly,
boy.
and Scrabble players aren't board.
It's not board game. That's
exactly. Because here's the thing. Like I remember going on a date one time. It was like we were hanging out. It's like I'm like, you got Scrabble? She's like, no, I got a lot of board games. It's like, no,
it's not. I didn't ask that.
I don't play board. I only play Scrabble.
It's like when I say I
got in a fight with this one girl I matched with one time because I thought I was playfully bantering, but she was a very competitive one. Like, and I said like. I don't know. I was joking that I'd beat her in Scrabble. It's like, no, you wouldn't. Then, like, I thought she was playing around, and I'm like, yeah, I know I would beat you in Scrabble. And then she's like, what makes you so sure you beat me in Scrabble?
Whoa.
I'm like, I play a lot.
First off, look at my.
And then I'll say, look, I'll give you some advice. Learn all the 2-letter words. She's like, don't give me your strategy.
Whoa.
She went like, yeah, and
she thought you were mansplaining.
I think she looked like I needed something simpler. She was a bisexual polyamory woman looking for anybody who looked like they're in a Midwest emo band, which I fit the T too. But it was a lot for me, and I'm trying to find. I'm not looking to date other people's significant others anymore.
And I'm not looking to date a big baggage of mess. If I got to learn a compound title I'm going to tell you right now, it's not because I don't have respect for it, which I might not, but I just will piss you off with my ignorance or lack there of interest.
Whether or not I have respect for it is immaterial, because my main thing is I want my wife. It's fun and stuff to date people and stuff. They like you think the probably thing's exciting at first. Oh, this person's married to another person, but it's like nah. I'm 30. I need my wife we can then go to Ruby, like a Ruby Ridge style thing. We go up to the mountains and we have our final stand.
Yeah,
but I don't want to have a Ruby Ridge final stand with fucking a couple other chodes up there.
Yeah. You don't want to be the unicorn in a fucking throuple.
No, especially like
you're done being the horn of the unicorn, dude.
I was no unicorn. I was like, look, I was just the scumbag who was coming in
and filling time.
What is it? The Frank Reynolds. I'm the
scumbag neighbor
who comes and bangs your mom.
Bangs your mom. Smile.
Yeah,
it's good.
Okay, so I'm tired of dating dudes' wives or some broad's wife. Which I like those people, but
sure,
I want my own wife. I've tried. I can't hack it in the poly thing. It's just,
and that is linked to Rome in this way.
Yeah, I'll tell you something about Rome. Concubine was a legal status in Rome. So concubine,
that was like really
every Roman citizen man, of course, was allowed one legal concubine. So you had your wife and stuff, but did
it give you tax breaks?
Yeah, definitely stuff like that, and also like certain rights. Like your concubine that's a legal status. Like, this is my wife, but this is my mistress over here. You register that with the state, and that's that was one of the perks of living in the Roman empires. You get your wife, you get your legal concubine, and you're guaranteed, sandals, togas, and the pursuit of a concubine.
And in Rome now, this might just be from media and whatever.
Sure.
Did they have public shit houses?
So the shithouse thing, that's...
Like, I was watching a show, and this dude's mid-conversation, they're doing business. They're doing shady Roman business. And in mid-conversation, he pulls an LBJ. He pulls over and takes a shit, and then grabs a little slave boy shit stick and wipes his ass off with an already shit-covered, like, Q-tip. It's repugnant.
Now, I know for a fact that there was no indoor plumbing, of course, but there were rudimentary sort of... like outhouses and stuff. I don't know much about the shitting. I can tell you more about...
Wait, was Pompeii Italy or Greece?
Pompeii was Italy. Yeah.
So they had above ground. Oh, they didn't have underground plumbing.
Was a special case. Pompeii is like Aspen or like the Hamptons.
Yeah, true.
It's where the richest of the elite party
Not every
houses.
city had the fucking gutters. So you didn't have to step in shit.
Very decadent city.
Dude,
beautiful decadent one. It's like,
decadent as the fuck.
It was all people's status and stuff.
You follow the carvings of penises right to the Yank building.
Now they had aqueducts, which
and their streets were like 2 feet down. And then they had like stepping stones, so you didn't like it was raining or the streets were filled with horse shit. You didn't have to step in it.
You've made me realize I don't know much about the shitting situation in Rome, but I could tell you about the shitting situation in World War I. I know about.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of things like about Rome and all that ancient technology that we have right now, and they definitely had. They had like a Chipotle style place, like a food place where it was like, all right, what do you want on your bowl? Shit, cool, go.
They invented concrete, and then it got lost, and nobody could remember how to make concrete for a couple hundred years.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
it's concrete. Do they also have cement too?
So theirs is a little different. Like their concrete was more sandy. Like their columns were made by packing this stuff rather than pouring. Yeah. But nobody knew how to make the shit.
Fuck, bro.
Same with like what's called Greek fire. Greek fire, was it's
yeah.
So you've probably seen it in the 300 movie where it's the shit. It's a bomb that lights the water on fire. It's some kind of napalm or maybe crude oil,
and it stays lit and separated from water.
Yeah, so the Byzantines, who were once Roman, they Greek fire was their thing too. Their ships would blow it out the front.
They did, because in Age of Empires, once you level up, you get fireboats.
Dude, yes, and the people did not know what the fuck hit them.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing, dude? We can't go under the water. We can't breathe. This shit's on fire up here.
Yeah, and like, dude,
that would be a nightmare, bro.
And get this: the only person who like held the recipe was like the emperor of Byzantine Empire.
Who do you know their names?
The biggest one was Constantine, and named of course Constantinople was named after him, and he's Emperor Constantine. He's the guy who split, because the Roman Empire became so big that it extended so far into, say, the east that this is like around Constantinople is modern day Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah,
so they're so far what
the hell is
it's. The logistics of communicating with Rome, like
it made no sense.
It didn't, and basically, like we could kind of start our own.
Yeah, to have that much of land you're supposed to be responsible for as an emperor, I'd be like, man, fuck that place.
And eventually, like individual governors got so powerful themselves, like Constantine, that like we got our own armies. We can do this. So they split up, and it's like Rome. That's kind of the decline of the Roman Empire. Rome couldn't do anything to.
Yeah, they're just getting too big. Yeah. It's going to happen no matter what.
Funny, Byzantines, like, it's funny. There's an expression like if punishment is known as that's Byzantine. That's like it's a cruel and unusual punishment or something.
Oh, they were like
Byzantine punishments for say. Not having your driver's license on you, or driving on a plate that's not yours,
or having a warrant.
Back then, dude, if I was living in the Byzantine Empire, I would have my nose cut off a long time ago.
Fuck!
They cut their noses off, so they just got 2 holes, and it's a mark of shame, and it's like
Oh fuck, dude! So to think,
so you'd see like guys, guards and stuff who would have no nose.
Yeah, dude. No, I've seen that in Conan the Barbarian. And they put like a little thing or patch or a nose patch on.
These guys weren't allowed to, I don't think.
Oh, they had to wear it?
They had to, like us.
Fuck. Think about the boogers that are the dust boogers, because dust is just flowing into your nose. There's nothing stopping it. That sucks.
That does suck.
But yeah, dude, that's wild. So,
Yeah, man.
so the Byzantine Empire, they fleeed.
They just.
I mean, they didn't flee. They just split.
Yeah,
they were just like, "Yo, bro,
it got to the point where it's like
there's too much nacho cheese for this cracker to hold. We're gonna need another chip."
Look, like it's like when a great band breaks up and then two great bands form in the wake. It's like Rome was Uncle Tupelo, then became Sun Volt, and Byzantines were Wilco.
Damn, so good.
That's exactly it.
So
I do know. I've explained him on the podcast before, but Caligula. I'll run through some of the greatest hits with him.
And Caligula.
Caligula. It was a nickname for him, translating to Little Boot, which
he have a little foot?
No, he was the son of a great and like revered Roman general, and he would follow along in his like he would go with his father on the military campaigns, and it's just like a little soldier.
Yeah,
basically.
a little boot.
Yeah, and his and he was known as that was kind of it was a nickname, kind of like Pooty. You know, it's a little pejorative, but it becomes your
little
name.
boot. That's what the translation is.
Yeah. And
wow, all you goth stupid bitches out there that got a Caligula tattoo because Marilyn Manson had one or something. Guess what? It's not actually that hard. It's not spooky or scary. You're just a dumb candle lighting bitch.
Caligula, Caligula, Nero is way more goth than Caligula ever was. Caligula gets like the. I think a lot of times people think shit Nero did is shit Caligula did. It's just because Caligula was the first one to ever go mad.
Oh,
but he just was doing cool shit like bankrupting the empire, building statues of himself.
That's the coolest thing that you can do.
Trying to impregnate all his sisters because he was like, you know.
I mean, why in the fuck do I need to meet more?
That's the one taboo in Roman society is incest.
Your sisters.
So get this, his beloved wife died like in childbirth. The baby died too, and so he had an oldest sister who was like a real climber, and she's like, look, let me have the next baby, and
she said that to him. She presented her womb
at the perfect time because Caligula was one of the most beloved leaders for the first 7 months, and then he went into a coma for a month and had something what they describe as a brain fever, and then he woke up and was like, let's start building statues. I'm gonna fuck my sister.
Fucking leave my fucking footprint.
Statue.
Are there still a bunch of gold statues like in museums, or do they steal them and melt them down?
I know there was a few of them that got repurposed into being statues of gods, but they like Jupiter or something like.
I might have seen that.
One of them is in the Julius Caesar sort of the Ides of March memorial. I think
I might have seen that one. Yeah.
He was turned into the sun god or something like whatever.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, fucking.
That's what happens, dude. I fucking transcended to the sun. I transcended to what keeps you warm and gives you power. I am. Bro,
I'm so Saturn.
Dude, you're eating me. I'm tricking you.
How many times have you walked into a room where I'm just...
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, dude, I know you're going to get my McTrippy, so I'm going to fill them with bags of rocks. You're not going to get my sandwiches, you
Frank
idiot.
devouring your leftover chicken nuggets.
Painting by Goya. Frank devouring his leftovers.
Bro, I've turned so many times to the dark.
Yeah, the only light source is from the fridge.
I wish I could be as svelte as fucking Saturn was in that. I'll tell you what.
So tight. I look over, I'm like, Frank, I had some chicken critters from Texas Roadhouse. What happened?
I'll tell you what, if I get any fatter, they might mistake me for Jupiter.
Waza!
So, thanks. So,
after
Roman stand-up.
Nero was what, in the laters of
Nero
Roman?
was, he was like, that was when like
he was like the last fall,
this shit's falling apart. Like,
okay.
Like, you know.
I'm going to ride this fucker until the wheels fall off.
This is like, because, you know, it was interesting because there were a lot of good leaders too. Like, of course, Julius Caesar, who
so the salad man.
When he came along, when he was doing his thing, Rome was a republic, which it wasn't an empire, which means it was ran by the Senate, and the Senate was a bunch of rich guys in togas who would like sort of micromanage everything. And
now here's where I'm going to sound like a complete idiot. I love when I get to show my beautiful ignorance so outwardly. All these words mean so little to me because to me my brain just goes, is the council, republic, Star Wars. I just start thinking the Chinese aliens, and now I can't focus on anything. Well, like, we must do something.
Just substitute them with Roman people, and then you have it.
Romans are the Chinese aliens?
Well, the senators are. And
it's working for me.
It's all the same shit.
Okay.
You just replace the characters.
Who's Palpatine?
Palpatine he'd be for sure Julius Caesar. but that's just in the eyes of the Senate. The people love Caesar because, he's a great general, man of the people. But the Senate wanted to get someone in there that could control. And guess what? They thought, like, okay, if we have this guy, he'll take some heat off us. But then he comes in one day wearing purple. And the Senate's like, oh, fuck, this guy's about to, he's about to start cooking. We cannot let this man cook.
Yeah, and then everyone's starting to look at each other.
What it meant to wear purple, nobody had worn purple since the last monarch and king.
Really?
You did not wear purple unless you were going to be absolute ruler. And so basically it's like, look here, nerds.
Something big's about to happen, faggots. Take a look.
Look.
I'm wearing my finest purple here.
Yep, exactly. So look, basically, I'm in charge.
Yeah, look at
Anybody
you.
got any problems
Is that purple? I don't think so. That's lavender. Sit the fuck down, Pete. Shut up.
He was kind of like Napoleon. The expression "crossed the Rubicon." Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
What it means, we've gone too far to come back.
All right.
So, Julius Caesar is the one who crossed the Rubicon with his army. So he had a choice whether or not he was across the Rubicon from Rome. And if he crossed the Rubicon, that meant he was seizing control of it. But once they started crossing it, there's no turning back. You had to take control. That's where that expression comes from.
Across the Rubicon.
So he's basically that's how most coups happen, is when a guy's really popular and the army loves him and he has the command under them. He's like, hey guys, guess what? Like any
who's going to say what?
Yeah, Napoleon was like, he had guns on all the guys. He's like, should we vote on who's going to be the leader?
Yeah. So who's leader now?
Yeah, and then Napoleon's so fucking cool.
Napoleon's a man. We can do a Napoleon episode.
I need to do more research. Napoleon's life is so extensive and deep. I want
to know more. I'd like to know. We can do that.
It's so cool. Yeah.
But so for I guess we're just breezing through.
I'm giving you guys some, like, if you want to dive deeper into the
highlights. So who is Mark Anthony, the dude Echo by
the guy who married Jennifer Lopez. And he fucked Cleopatra. So
he filled up Cleopatra, huh?
So basically who this guy was, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony were very close friends and allies. Julius Caesar being the top dog, Mark Antony being the second in command, and
a General Grant in a Sherman situation, perhaps.
Yeah, or it's hard to even say, because this is like the leader of the ultimate leader of the country, and it's like
Robert E.
No, you can't even compare it with something in America. Okay. It's like almost like
Okay.
So what it is?
I was just trying to find a local ground for myself.
It'd be like if I suddenly started running the place, and then I put you in charge of I made you my you're like. I delegate to you to then delegate to the rest of the army. We're both respected as generals, but I'm at the top. You were then the...
okay, so Tony Silvio.
I'm corporate. You're the manager, and the rest of the army and everything else.
Yeah, it's you, Tony, when you don't talk to the captos directly anymore. Sil just does it.
Here's why Mark...
Gotcha.
Yeah, here's why Mark Antony is important. So when Julius Caesar took over, he went to go visit Egypt because... it was still a good economic place to have.
Huh?
Bustling, yeah. No, it wasn't the empire, of course, it used to be, but he wanted to be on good terms and see if he could forge some alliances there. And he met Cleopatra. Julius Caesar met Cleopatra there.
I was like, whoa.
And he was like, damn.
He knocks his dude that he's riding with. He goes, hey, yo, you see the yams on that bee?
Damn. Who's that fucking body covered in olive oil over there?
Who's that little mommy?
Damn, who? Hey, mommy.
Hey.
Yeah, so Julius Caesar catcalled Cleopatra and then followed her until, she... But anyway, Cleopatra's like, okay, so I have an opportunity here. I'm in a civil war with my husband brother because my dad wants him to be the pharaoh, but I want to be pharaoh alone, and I got a lot of people who want me to be pharaoh. So
I hate fighting husband brother.
Yeah, so here's... To me, and if I'm in Julius Caesar's position... I think this is an everybody wins situation. She decided to
she's getting what she wants.
Yeah, she just.
I'm feeling what I want.
Bro, yeah, it was like when Julius Caesar met Cleopatra. It was like a Genuine song going on, and guess what? He wound up shacking at her place for months, and it got to be a little bit of a problem back in Rome, where Mark Antony's like, "What the fuck's going on? What are you doing over here? We got a empire to run."
Yeah, so, dude, you got to come home and run your shit.
So he's like, "Oh, fine," and he goes back to Rome, and he sends Mark Antony to kind of deal with Egypt. So then she dazzles Mark Antony too.
He plows through her?
Yeah, and then she's like, oh fuck, I get it now. But then she has Julius Caesar's illegitimate son basically forging like indefinite empire, alliance with Rome against her half retard little brother and her father, has them killed easy.
Well, yeah,
and
all she had to do was show her like just the top hedge of her bush to a few security guards.
Here's the thing. It's not to be minimized. Just the pussy power of Cleopatra.
She must have been.
She like she.
Well, we're talking about a time where we don't know what the fuck people look like. They could have been hoopty, busted, broken down motherfuckers.
But here's the thing: she seduced and fucking and like absolutely dazzled the most powerful men in the world, the two most powerful men in the world. It might
not be the biggest penis, but it's the most powerful penis in the world.
Exactly. This penis could get you sent to the fucking Gallic tribes.
This penis will feed you to the fucking the English bastards. What were the Irish people at this time?
So
just a bunch of cousin fucking people.
They didn't. So the thing about the Irish is they didn't get out there until the guy who took over when they stabbed Caligula.
Gotcha.
So when Caligula got to be too much,
that's when people.
Caligula's closest advisor was his uncle, who was an outcast, much like Caligula, and it was the only guy you could trust because this guy was like half deaf.
Yeah, I remember you.
Everybody thought he was a fucking loser.
He was like a loser.
Everybody thought he was a loser. So he planned with the Senate to just stab Caligula because Caligula's got to be too much. And then he became emperor. They're like, great, we can control this half deaf guy. Yeah, and then he got in and he got just like, guess what, fools?
Yeah,
like
he pulls out that horn that they use in fucking Wild Wild West.
What?
He's like, huh? I can hear you. And he becomes a giant mechanical spider.
He rules for 13 years and is actually one of the better considered emperors.
Really?
Yeah, that's I can't remember his name exactly, but he went on to marry one of Caligula's sisters, who he also fathered to begin with.
Damn.
Yeah, and because I don't know, man. I don't.
Why not fucking piss on a grave?
Look, I mean,
plow his slam piece.
I mean, you don't know a lot of people.
And like Uncle, I run half the world.
I think people forgot he was related to Caligula in the first place.
Huh?
I think people forgot he was even related because, like, who's this guy?
Who's this? I can't handle.
Dude, imagine like whoever your biggest black sheep uncle is. That's who you take to be the guy who gives it to you straight. Like you know everybody's lying to you, but you can always count on him because
I don't have a black sheep. I got a black sheep cousin that I'm picturing, and that would be a nightmare.
Everybody thinks sucks,
and he fucking killed. No, not Chops.
This guy didn't have like a big power role. But imagine if everybody in your orbit was like lying to you to have some sort of agenda, and you think you could go to Chops to at least be honest with you about anything? If you had to go to him and say, "What do you think about all this?" Like,
and you want me to do an honest?
Hold on, one more thing. You know that he has no ability to conspire with anybody behind your back because no one wants to conspire with him.
All right, and this is exactly what Chops would do. Big Al, what's going on? Yeah, anything new?
Yes, actually, the Senate is closing in on me, and I made my. No, sorry. The Senate is closing in on me, and everybody's bitching because I'm bankrupting the place making statues.
Let me turn this on. What?
Another cool thing Caligula did. He made a big thing. He was going to finally conquer the British Isles. No one had done it before. They made it all the way to the English Channel, but then they couldn't get the boats through. So better idea. He chains up one out of every 10 of his men who look the most British, march back and say, "We did it, everybody." So he's like, they faked. He basically got to that. They couldn't get over the channel. He picked out the soldiers that looked the most English and chained them up, marched them back into Rome. He's like, "Guess what, motherfuckers? We conquered them."
And they just went with it.
Well, the thing is,
I guess how are you going to check that?
The generals were pissed. Now, no, you wouldn't know, but. You got to think you'd see some guys maybe like locked up as
what the fuck?
Then again, these armies were fucking huge, but I think the generals would probably keep that shit to themselves. But also, because I mean, you don't even have any way to talk to the commoner.
True.
Like, dude, they loved the guy because guess what? All you have to do to get the Roman citizens on your side is just like throw parties, like festivals. Guess what, everybody? New festival today.
And here's exactly how Chops would say that. What?
Dude,
hold on, let me turn this down. I can't hear you. What?
So basically...
No, say what you're saying. What?
Okay. Hold on, let me start. Okay, so I think our plan worked, Chops. I think they're buying that we actually beat, conquered the British Isles. Like,
yeah,
so if anybody asks, we conquered Britain.
Yeah, who got in the Super Bowl? See, dude,
This is Super Bowl.
Chops rules, dude. He will fucking not even. He stone colds me every time. He's my favorite person to see in my family.
He might end up still being your best friend in that case because he's the only person who's not trying to work.
Yeah, he's literally there just for himself and whatever golf's on TV.
He's getting like fed grapes, like looking at
He looking up at like some like titties and being fed grapes, like huh?
He tries to command the concubines to do stuff. They look at you. You just go, you give him a nah, come on, just keep feeding him grapes. He'll forget.
Yeah, you start ringing your finger around your ear. Nah, he's crazy. Just feed him. Just keep him fed.
That man. That was such a good meme. The emoji where the guy's doing the cuckoo, like that's so crazy, right? That's my favorite one, watching gay porn in public and doing that.
Dude, showing people that you're watching gay porn. You're like, what is this?
Or reading a copy of Mein Kampf and doing that the whole time.
Can't even
like swirling his finger around your head, like, isn't this shit crazy?
Dude, did you hear that if you fold the cover of Mein Kampf and the two, like how you do a dollar bill, it tells you that 6 million's way too many?
Never read it myself, but I bet you I could.
It probably says it in there somewhere.
How did he know how many they would say? He wrote that shit. He wrote that shit in jail.
He lied to me,
dude. I think that Mein Kampf was like it's one of those biographies that's like it's the ultimate
gentleman, supreme gentleman.
It's the biography that's like.
But instead of not getting laid, it's why aren't things good? Well, I know why.
Or it's like the art of the deal or something like. You know what sucks about Mein Kampf? I've heard is that German books back then everything is super flowery, romantic, big
long-winded, and dumb.
Yeah, like bro, and
so he's romanticizing.
They wrote like Guy Street. They wrote like kind of.
For us to be whimsically kissing for our hopes into the air, we have to get rid of our problems.
Tonight we'll wear our quirks like crowns. That's hard to say. Tonight we'll wear our quirks like crowns.
Fuck.
Dude, skipping, blowing kisses in the air.
Yeah, skipping,
wearing
kisses.
Outfits adorned with ribbons and sequins. I'll have to put Guy Street in the links of the
Guy Street.
And there's more to Guy Street that you guys have never heard, but I don't think anybody wants to hear more Guy Street.
No one wants to hear, except for, dude, after this episode, I have to show you these clips before I forget of the Angel Boys, which is literally, I think, and this is, welcome to my Hotep hour of the podcast, where I believe that all AI is out to, they're all listening to you. Everything that you do, you say, they listen to me and Frank joke about Guy Street. They started showing me an Instagram of two boys whimsically kissing into the air, buying sequins purses and having adorned cookies, whatever the fuck, all that bullshit. And dude,
you gotta send me these guys for research purposes.
Dude, definitely. And what are they doing? What are they trying to do? Make the black man gay.
Yeah,
that is what I know.
They
is happening.
I know that you only hear our voices on here, and that gun to your head, I'm sure you'd pick we're black guys. But
I mean.
And
for all of you who know us, you know that we are the blackest kids that they had to ship into school.
It's been a while that we did this, but I remember in early episode we would claim a different
every
sort
episode
of background.
We were a different race.
I was like,
the idea was we would try and take the stance or belief of that race, but it died as soon as we would say we're an acidic Chinese man.
We'd be a different race, but always Islamic.
Of course.
Because we like that, but I remember.
We love what Muhammad says about Islam.
I love Islam. Black. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm obese.
I'm on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I collect.
I'm in a fucking wheelchair. I do collect food. I don't think I'm gonna get any more. But
they cut you off?
No, but we probably should cut ourselves off before we run affront to
sure
the rules of getting food stamps.
Oh yeah. Sure. But either all that I fucking know is that we have a tub of Toll House cookies that we need to bake.
Here's the thing is, I hate chocolate chip cookies, but I will cook them for you. I'll eat my sugars.
Be my fucking concubine so you can go over there, cook cookies for me. I come up behind you and honk on your titties. I fucking come up behind you, feel you up under your arms and start squeezing on your tits.
I'm a senator, goddammit.
I'm a senator.
I'm one of 10,000 guys wearing mohawk helmets and.
I'm a clergyman.
You know, there's firsthand accounts of like wars from Rome. Like I was reading this. It was it was Marcus Aurelius of his account of the war. Now, if you remember Gladiator, that was Anthony Hopkins. That movie don't really have.
Are you not getting brain?
Oh, I got a funny. The guy who Joaquin Phoenix played, that was not really like that one at all. It was so they kind of turned him into Nero. He didn't really fuck his sister, but what this guy did was. He wanted to win. He was like a flunky. He was getting outmaneuvered, but he was the ruler. He realized he was getting kind of played, so he thinks I got to win the people's trust. Gladiator battles are big. He says I'm going to do a gladiator fight.
Wait, he himself?
Yes, and people are like, whoa. And he does a gladiator fight. He trains under like the best gladiator.
Damn, should we watch Gladiator?
For months. Here, you know what? Hold on. Okay, we should watch the Netflix Roman Empire on this guy, this Commodus was his name. Okay. So the first thing he trains like months and months, maybe a year under the best gladiator. Actually wins the respect of the gladiators as one of them for training with him. His first gladiator fight, he barely ekes out, and it is a fair fight. But he gets so gassed up on like the crowd, he starts fixing by giving his opponents blunt swords and basically starts just cutting people down, like good gladiators down, so he could keep winning gladiator fights. And they all turned on him, of course, because the first one he won fair and square.
Yeah, listen, you can't be Tom Brady all the time, boy. You can't keep deflating my balls.
Bro, imagine
unless you're coming down here and emptying my balls before the fight and beating me the good old-fashioned way, sucking my essence out of me.
The big-time gladiator who trained him, the conditions, he didn't want to do it, of course. Like, why would I want to train them? I'm going to get myself killed. He says, I'll give you your freedom, once my training's done. He's like...
Say less, bro.
Yeah, and like, dude, this guy was, they didn't put it in Gladiator because the people didn't think they believe it, but that Gladiator, there was billboards of him with advertisements, there was action figures of him. The Gladiators were serious celebrities.
Whoa, really? Like the dude who trained him had his own action figure?
Yeah, he was kind of like a...
He's a Stone Cold?
He's a Spartacus type figure. He was a guy, I can't remember where he's from, but all gladiators were basically... slaves who were POWs from wars they won against people.
Oh, so they went out, fought a war, won. They got their biggest Mandingo or whoever to come in and fight.
Yeah, and also you'd have some like confidence fighters too. You'd throw some guys in there too, of course.
He's like, I know I'm going to lose this dude.
And they were just absolutely barbaric, bloodthirsty events, but it wasn't just all like, kill him or something. If it was a brave, both of them fighted really good and brave, but one of them ended up getting the edge on the other, like people would say, don't kill him, don't kill him.
There's a good fight. That's
if a guy showed any sort of fear or pussiness,
get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Yeah,
and then all the kids are smashing that dude's action figure in the stands.
Because if you have one good fighter kill another good fighter to watch, then you have one less good fighter. So no, don't kill him. Keep him around. We don't see what else.
Don't kill him. We got to do another weekend next week, dude. We got a whole nother fucking event.
If I was a gladiator, just for aesthetic purposes, I think it's coolest to be the guy with the net and trident, but I don't think it's the most practical.
No, because I think
the helmets
the helmets are nuts and probably cut a lot of visual out.
Well, the thing is, they also give you carbon monoxide. They kind of make you lightheaded because you're carbon monoxide. If you watch medieval MMA, that's like kind of
they get carbon monoxide fucking dope.
Well, the thing is, they get kind of
like
high,
all loopy and whatever.
And they get struck in the face with a metal sword. It causes a spark, and they smell ozone in their shit. Like because there's so little oxygen in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, look up medieval MMA. It's fucking cool. These knights just. It is what it sounds like, and it's not bullshit.
Yeah, dude. So find yourself an Egyptian queen who will suck you and your boys dry.
Bro,
that's what I've learned from our history lesson today.
The part of the way she dazzled Caesar was she met him. She was on this giant, big, like luxurious boat floated up the Nile. And it's like,
was she naked or something?
She was. Up? I mean, he was impressed with this, and she's basically almost naked all the time. That's
nice.
She's covered in olive oil, and it's like, hey, like
it's glistening and slick, slippery and wet.
Yeah, come on. This thing is like. Crazy for its time. It was so big. Romans didn't have.
Was he like, what in the hell?
He was like, this shit is impressive.
This shit fucking is it.
I think this chick wants me,
dude. She brought out the biggest boat I've ever seen.
Good thing there's no internet, and I have my wife all the way back in Rome. She'll never find out about this.
Dude,
and then Cleopatra shows up in Rome with a kid who it's like
dude.
His name is Caesarion. And that because that kid is what the cesarean section's named after. Because
she didn't want to ruin her puss, so they cut it out of her gut.
You know,
because the only I don't understand why cesareans happen unless they're having like a large fat ass baby. Like my mom had to get C-sections because me and Ben were too huge.
I mean, you know what's weird is just how it seems like the human body is not optimized for
its own recreation.
Like that. You know, it's very
honestly, I'm pretty surprised we've gotten this far, with how likely it is for a woman to die of childbirth, let alone say however many people have had to give childbirth in a jungle or on a dirty ass floor.
I mean, the thing is that back in those days, you would, if you were the person who made it to adult age, you would have 15 to 30 children and stuff. You lose a lot of people. It's my great grandma, when I was born, she didn't want to hold me when I was born at first. She was so scarred from losing babies, she was afraid to get attached. And it's
fuck.
So it's a different time. He's gonna be
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
Yeah, and that's how she grew up. I imagine she held a baby that she fell in love with, and it didn't make it. And that's, God, can you imagine And it makes you. I could understand why she wouldn't want to hold me then.
Yeah, I want to know that. He looks already hooped. He looks like he's got a lot of quit in him already.
Yeah, man. What does he weigh? 30 fucking pounds?
Jesus Christ, Gwen!
They sucked him out with a vacuum and gave him an egghead. Bro, when I was a baby, when I took shits, it would blow out the back of my collar.
You fucking need to be put down. That's unheard of.
When I was a baby too, I would my parents would play Lowrider all the time, and I figured out the kind of rough melody. I would go da and da da da, and make trains out of cheese. I don't know what that says about me. Hello.
You got train-tistic, dude.
I had slices of cheese, and I would make
them into a train. Have you ever gone train spotting? Have you ever gone to watch trains blast by? Maybe
wow. I'm gonna become a foamer. I'm a silent foamer,
dude. That video where the dude's watching a train go by, he's screaming in he's holding the phone, he's screaming so loud that his fucking phone clips.
Here's the thing about trains: if anybody broaches the subject, I will go on and on about how cool Amtrak is. I love Amtrak. Amtrak is the greatest way to travel. Is
Amtrak number one way to travel?
100%.
Is Amtrak travel the way to travel for the people?
Look, it depends on what you want to get out of travel.
Is Amtrak the way to travel of the smart man?
Once again, it depends on what you're trying to get. So, here's if you want to just go somewhere kind of cool, and you hate you don't fit in airplanes, you hate that shit, and so I'll just tell you what I like about Amtrak.
Tell me all about it.
So you can on Amtrak. No matter what seats you got enough leg room, and they don't. They don't check your bags. There's no metal detectors. You walk
no
through.
Questions.
You can bring whatever the fuck you want on there, and
you know what that bag might be full of.
I'm not gonna tell you. I don't have to.
I don't have to.
No, nobody asked.
Doesn't matter.
I saw a guy with just a case of Budweiser in his.
Oh, hell yeah, bud.
Yeah, and when I was coming back on the train, there was a fish concert letting out. The cars all smelled like weed and stuff. And I saw Michael Price was on the train.
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember that story.
Yeah,
but dude, on the Amtrak, you can just look that dude in the eye. He punches your little ticket, and he honks your nose, and then rubs gives you a soft purple nurple, and you go, "Listen, buddy, my life, my style, my attitude."
Here's the thing. Is they just want to get you on the train.
They don't care what the fuck. They're just we just got to get going, bud.
Here, scan your ticket, get on. That's it.
Yeah, because this train leaves at exactly that time. We can't fight. Come on, no dilly dally. Let's go.
Yeah, and probably because if you do anything to harm an Amtrak, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, and also, dude.
Here's the thing. Here's why Amtrak's cool too. Part of it is it's a different kind of vacation because you see.
Amtrak's a vacation. Go.
You're gonna sound like a fucking idiot in a couple minutes.
I know, dude. You blow me, fucking make me an idiot.
Okay, so you
blow my mind.
Okay,
then say it. Come on.
You know what? I don't think that you would get much out of Amtrak. It's more of a cerebral experience. Keep flying in planes and getting naked 3D scans.
Frequency brains.
Yeah, it's for you instant gratification people who need to have your butt's
Pop Tarts
touched by
open quick.
TSA. You need TSA to scream to Findom you. Like,
Yeah, dude, I need TSA to take a picture, like X-ray me and show everyone my penis.
Bro, yeah, don't you hate when you go through it in TSA? You go through the 3D scan, and they make you do a weird pose, and then you just hold your abdomen and look at you, and starts waving other people over, and then one of them takes up their phone, takes a picture.
I hate when that happens.
And they see that you're. That's like, what is this, sir? Then you have a turd in your pants, and it showed up. Who'd have thought? You're like, no,
I hate when I go there.
I swear it's in my butt. I swear it's in my butt.
It's not. It's not outside of my butt. I swear.
Sir, it doesn't see inside your butt.
We don't see in your ass, sir. We only see the turds outside your ass.
You know, that whole 3D scan thing. The greatest con ever pulled. Like,
yeah,
like, you know, even though you're only seeing like what is like a ghostly 3D render, you're seeing the shape of probably some decent looking ladies, the exact shape you would see them in their clothes.
Yeah, they're yorbos.
But like,
dude, you know what is crazy?
I'll tell you what.
It's perverts.
If I see her in real life and I see that model and I take a picture of that model, I can print onto it. You know, maybe I'll take a picture of her real quick and I can double expose on it.
Yeah, make one's opacity a little lower and lay them over each other.
yeah, and it's the picture of her in clothes.
And you're lining up. It's an X-ray. It doesn't even show like her naked body. It just shows her like shape. You're just putting the shape of her body over the shape of her body. You're fucking pulling off to it on the fucking. You get on the plane, you're not even a fucking mile or whatever in the flight. You get enough to the pilot turns off your seatbelt. You're blazing down the aisle to the fuck. You're pushing someone out of the way to get to the toilet, and you're locked in there for the whole flight.
I think that they have the 3D scanners in the toilets too.
Dude, they have to, dude.
Bro, they want to know what like they want to know what the exact contours of your body are when you sit down.
They want to know how my ass opens when I'm puckering it for the shit to come out.
Yeah, they want to see like who has good posture, who's putting their elbows on their knees, and their legs are falling asleep.
They want to see who's got a looser set butt for more loading.
They want to know who's tapping their feet under the stall to get sucked off by some other random guy.
So they put cameras in planes.
Bro, I mean, I think there are guys who like will go into the bathroom and sort of just sit in there, lie in wait with it unlocked on the off chance that whoever opens it up is.
Yeah, they walk in and they just see your body is, you shaved it 3 days ago, so your hair's regrowing and you got like ingrown pimples all over your fucking body.
Yeah, you got dude.
You got the gnarliest penis, but it's covered in lotion, but you're cold, so it's real small.
Yeah, you look like just.
You look like. Have you ever?
You look like you got blown like off of a balcony. All your clothes came off and you fell in poison oak.
You're having a really bad reaction to whatever that blue water is because it's splashed up out of the toilet on your ass.
Yeah.
You're getting hives. She comes in, your throat's closing up. You're like,
someone's in here.
Someone's in here. You come in here.
You start waiting in there for a while, and then you like hope someone comes along. But then you said, "I got shit too," so you take a shit, and and someone's walking up. Oh, I thought this guy wanted to fuck. He's shitting. That's egg on my face. Then,
or you go.
Here's the thing: if you shit in the bathroom, you got to run up and go to the other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can't lay and wait in your stink to wait for to plug some bitch.
Yeah, you gotta like.
Or you go and say you're waiting in there, and you've been in there for like 40 minutes. Like, you get up, you leave the bathroom. Don't put on any clothes. Your penis is dingling around, the lube just dripping off the tip of it. Like, I've been in this fucking bathroom for 40 minutes, and none of you sluts want to suck my dick.
Back in the 60s.
Got a Burger King crown.
Back in the 60s, they had weight limits for stewardesses, and no gay guys.
I could smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and having a Burger King crown that you sweat through the paper because you've been screaming.
I love that guy
slurs so much.
That guy tried to get on like 3 different flights home and with that Burger King helmet on, and every time he could not help himself.
Don't say the N-word?
Yeah, I mean, not to say it, but like,
why is donning the Burger King crown his fucking like kryptonite for saying it?
In his mind, it gave him
royal immunity.
So you wouldn't dare lay hand on a regent,
dude. Look at me. You're nothing but an earl. I'm an archduke.
The weird thing about it was he seemed a little unhinged, but the strangest thing about him to me was how sort of, I want to, coherent's a weird word, but how linear his logic was.
I've never heard I've never heard him say anything other than the unspoken word.
So basically, it's like,
sir, please
it's
stop.
Like, so what if I said it? Should I be kicked off the plane? And also, like, maybe he didn't think Jamaicans counted.
Oh,
I'm not. That's
a pretty.
I'm not like. And look,
you know what? Because
I'm not the type of guy to make that.
Yeah, I'm not the guy. I'm not the man who says if or they do or don't. But I would lean on just don't say it.
You know, here's the deal. You want to get home to New York, or you want to just keep trying to get flights out of Jamaica?
Yeah, dude, listen. Are you trying to get fucking home, or are you trying to make this day harder on yourself?
Maybe
it's all in your hands right now.
He was trying to extend
maybe he was like, dude, I can't go back to my bitch wife.
Yeah. I need to go break here.
All right, let's roll. You're gay. This has been a...
Strike that from the record.
Let's strike that from the record.
Let the record show that...
hot stenographer, strike that from the record.
Let the record show that stenographer's coming over to my place after the night.
Sustain.
Let the record show that I fucked her.
Sustain.